alone because the tire shop, me and them wasn't on the same page, so I couldn't get my first tires today. So we not outside like I thought it would be. It's not really a nice day. It's kind of cloudy anyway, but it's kind of excited. But we gonna get into this video. My top 5 dislikes of the SRT.
Derek on the beat.
So it's a new day, a little bit nicer of a day, but I'm gonna get into top 5 dislikes. Number one, you know what I'm saying, has to be parts for this car. Like, you know what I'm saying, like I got a new set. Finally, all that SRT and shit. But I got a new set of tires and shit today, but hard part about like owning this car is getting parts. Like a lot of times you'll order some shit even from the dealer. Like it's been times I've ordered, you know what I'm saying, like I've got an oil change and they talk about they don't have the filter or whatever you need. Like it's always something with this car. Like it's always you're without it longer than you're used to, like with a regular car. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a state like that's a little bit more suburban, you won't be able to get parts for this car. Like it's been times, I live at VA too. I got stranded at VA because I couldn't get tires. You know what I'm saying? And these are the Pirelli, the 295/45 R20s, which are standard on this car. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the main things. That's number one. Like aftermarket parts and like the standard parts are so hard to come by. And it's crazy because like you would think like, most people don't have Jeep SRT. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So that's number one though. That's the most like annoying dislike that I have with the car. Number two, let me get out and show you this shit. Number two is like this shit doesn't have keyless entry from the rear seat, which is, I don't understand. Like the rear seat, like nothing. I got the key in my pocket, got the key, but nothing. You know what I'm saying? You go to the front, unlocks, opens. That's petty, but it's not many dislikes on this car, so that's one of them too. Any reason, it just doesn't make sense. Like this car fully loaded is probably like 80 something. It should definitely have some type of keyless entry through the rear. That's just, it should definitely have some keyless entry through the rear. And it's kind of annoying. Like say you got a bunch of bags and shit, you gotta open the front, then go to the back. It's just a pain in the fucking ass. Like I feel like Mopar, FCA could have did a better job. Putting a little bit more effort into one of the highest trims of this vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So that's another one. Another one. This is number 3. So number 3 is I'm kind of mad this car doesn't have like an option to be like 100% rear wheel bias. Like that's a that's a big one because, I would love to spin this Jeep. Like, I would love to spin it, but you can spin it, you know what I'm saying? But it would be 100% easier, like, if you had an option, like with the newer Jeeps, like, not the newer Jeeps, but the newer, like, Mopar products that have line lock, you know what I'm saying, where you could do burnouts and stuff like that. I wish they had an option that will allow you to, do something in that capacity. You know what I'm saying? That would be super lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would make like that would make me excited because it would make it easier, to do donuts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I live in a town. I live in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the guys do. We spin. We do a lot of stuff. So that would be another thing that I feel like should have been added to this car and that this car lacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this list is very new. So number 4 would definitely be the cost of insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it costs a lot. It costs like a car note, and this is specific for like New York City. Like, if you live in the inner city, like Manhattan, like, your insurance is pretty hefty. If you're, a younger gentleman like myself, I'm 26. Insurance is crazy. I don't have the best driving record, but insurance is really high for the Jeep SRT. Like, it's super high. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. It's crazy. Like, you paying an arm and a leg for insurance, and this is my second Jeep, so I understand why it's so high. It's a lot of reckless drivers in New York City, but yeah, that's number 4, high insurance. And I wouldn't put something in the list that's because of cost, because you don't buy a vehicle like that to save money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you buying something like this, you shouldn't be cutting corners and just trying to get it because it's budget friendly. It's not budget friendly. It's not one of them vehicles where you can own and maintain, living the paycheck to paycheck. It's not one of those vehicles. So insurance is number 4 because of the ridiculousness of New York City, and just something I personally have to deal with on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's number 4. Like, hefty insurance. I shopped around. I have my CDL, so I'm not really out here wilding, even though I do be wilding. But yeah, that's number 4. Definitely number 4. Very hefty on insurance, and I recommend, if you're into one of these cars and you live in a big city, to do your defensive driving course, to get try to get discounts, and try to take advantage of some of those things, because it's a lot of bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. You just gotta be on it with this car. You gotta stay on top of things, and insurance is one of those things. You don't want to get into an altercation or anything and have to pay out on this car or do anything like that, because I had a 2015. It had about $70K on it, and the insurance paid out over $40,000. So these cars, you know what I'm saying, are worth a lot of money. Their parts are worth a lot of money. So you really don't want to be riding dirty with one of these. Like, it's not really a good look, and you'll pay for it in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, cutting corners with something like this, if something happened, you'll pay for it in the end. But definitely number 4, the responsibility of insuring a vehicle like this is definitely up there. Yes. And number 5, like, this is like nitpicking like shit, but number 5 is super annoying. The forward collision automatic braking system on this vehicle is the most annoying and dangerous thing to have on this vehicle. Like, if you drive this vehicle sparingly and you're driving to have fun or whatever, man, that forward collision will get you in trouble quick, because it, like, when it detects something in front of you, it slams on the brakes. And this car has, the big in the front, the 6-piston Brembos, it brakes really hard, and it could get your car to balance. It could get you in some messy situations. And if you're cutting up in traffic, which a lot of people, you know, in New York do, it's like a culture here with the cut up culture is in the town. And you know, if you don't know that is on, that could get you in some very, very, very messy situations, you know. And it's just not a good look. I feel like the feature is great. It's a great feature. Just on a vehicle like this, you know, it's not ideal for it to do what it does sometimes. Like, and it's a little annoying. I leave the warning on because you pretty much have to, but it's good to have the warning on. You know, it does kill the vibe. It does stop the music. You know, if you have a passenger, they could be kind of alerted. Like, you know, if you have a scary passenger, they could be like, oh my God, what is he doing? What is she doing? Because the thing is beeping or whatever. And it's more of an annoyance, but I don't mind the warning. It's the dislike, the fifth dislike is just the automatic braking. It's very aggressive. These brakes are not like baby brakes. This shit will stop. You'll be doing 100, it'll think something going on. It'll slam like it's the end of the world, even though it's not. And it's a safety feature. That's what it's built for. But it's an annoyance. Like, if you have one of these and you feel comfortable with one of these cars, and once you gauge kind of the speed and acceleration, I would recommend turning that off, because that will get you in more trouble than it would save you from, honestly. And this is from experience. I've had 2 of these vehicles, just straight from experience. Like, it's cool, it's cute. It might save you once, but it might kill you 5 times. Like, it's one of those type of systems. Like, it's just overkill. And if you're driving a vehicle like this and you're not paying attention to the point where the car has to do it for you, it's a problem already. Like, that's not what you should be doing with one of these. And once you learn the vehicle and the acceleration, you'll see the shit beeping and you'll be like, why is it beeping for? You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you first get one of these, I would say, like, fill it out, see what's best for you. But this is my dislikes, and you know, I drive sparingly all the time. I drive fast, and I enjoy the vehicle. So you know, I'm turning that shit off. But you know, that's number 5. The 5th dislike. My bad. The 5th dislike. And that's pretty much for my list. I would say I'm gonna do a little honorable mention, because I know some people are interested in getting one of these or getting into this the Mopar with the 392 or the, you know, even the 5.7. You know what I'm saying? The honorable mention would be definitely gas. You know what I'm saying? Like, dislike of, you know, paying for gas. It's not a personal dislike for me, because, you know, I didn't buy this to save gas. I didn't buy this to save money on gas. But the way the gas prices are, this is, you know, we're in a pandemic or after pandemic, whatever. Gas prices are pretty bad. It's like in New York, it's like 100 to fill my tank. So I'm really doing this to kind of inform people of, like, the bad things about this vehicle, not necessarily like just all about my dislikes. But yeah, like, gas prices is pretty bad, as an honorable mention. Another honorable mention is the trim does peel in the vehicle. Like, it does peel off, like up here. You'll see it peels up here sometimes. It's not really that big of a deal, but the only thing is, it's kind of annoying, because when you take it to the dealer, they have to order these things, and they're not just sitting around. Like, you have to wait. So if you're a person that needs your car all the time, or you only have one vehicle, it's going to be an annoyance. Like, your car's going to be in the shop a couple of days, or you have to come back and waste another day or another couple hours of your time to get these things done. You know, it's really annoying. Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the dislikes. I was nitpicking. It's not really much to dislike about this vehicle. It's a great car. It's pretty solid. And you know, I hope this informed people to know what they're getting themselves into with one of these. And just advising people that it's not like it might be budget friendly in the segment, but ownership is not budget friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna cost you to own this vehicle over time. It's not just gonna be something that you could just enjoy without coming out of pocket for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to fix stuff. Like on this vehicle, the water pump, you're gonna have to fix that goes out around 20 to 30,000 miles, sometimes even 40. But it's just certain things like you got to be aware of, and you have to kind of know what's going on with this. So thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna have more videos like this that inform people and more for entertainment purposes. But if you want me to post more videos that inform you about certain things, let me know, and I'll try to make an effort to make a video about it. But thanks for watching.
On the beat.